Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I've done my hair and makeup, so I thought I would film some videos, and I thought it might be quite interesting to do the assumptions tag. So on Instagram stories I asked you guys for your assumptions about me, so I'm going to read through as many as I can in about 5 minutes and basically tell you if they're right or wrong. So first up, it says you don't like to get involved in Instagram or YouTube drama. Yeah, I suppose that's correct really. I think, to be honest, I'm quite oblivious to any drama that goes on, but yeah, I just think life is too short for online dramas, so yeah, you're right, I don't get involved. The next message says that you found motherhood really easy and enjoyable all the time, and she says this is probably influenced by my new mum status and assuming everyone is better at it than me rather than your fab content. Your content has been really helpful so far, so thanks so much for all your hard work. Oh, you know, that's such a sweet message. If you'll follow me on Instagram at Mummy Nutrition, on my main feed it's quite curated and it's very planned and it takes me a long time to produce, but you kind of see the real life on my Instagram stories. I definitely say motherhood for me has been swings and roundabouts. Overall, I've definitely enjoyed it. I'm enjoying the break from the NHS and bringing up Henry. In general, I am really happy. However, of course, I have my days where I just can't get anything done and it is really hard work, and obviously I've had my emotional days, which I've spoken about on Instagram stories, and I will put a link down to a post that I did all about my feelings of being a new mum. The next one says you only eat healthy foods and indulge like 5% of the time. So if you know me well, I always say the 80-20 rule. If you're living your life 80% healthy, you can afford to indulge 20% of the time. I definitely have had my fair share of treats over my pregnancy and being a new mum. So yeah, I think you'd be quite surprised because I don't believe that there are good and bad foods, just good and bad diets overall when you take a step back. The next says you always knew that you wanted to be a dietitian from a young age. Yes, so this is actually false. I went to Loughborough and I did sports science just because I really enjoyed PE in school. I enjoyed learning about the human body, and in my second year I went to the careers advisor and I said to her, I'm really interested in nutrition because I had quite bad skin and I was always cutting things out of magazines, and then I said, and I really love organising events. I thought there was too much red tape in event organising, and I discovered that you could train for free to be a dietitian, so it costs money now unfortunately, but back then it was free, so I thought, I know, I'll go shadow a dietitian, see if I like it, and then I'll do the course. And it wasn't until I was in the second year of my course that I thought, no, I really like this job, and that was 10 years ago that I qualified. Someone else has said that you don't eat a lot of meat, maybe. So I would say that the majority of my diet is vegetarian. I'm a massive fan of the Quorn sausages, I love falafel, chickpeas, beans, but then again we're having chicken fajitas tonight, I love salmon, I have mince about like once a week. So when I'm going out there I do tend to go for the veggie option. Like tomorrow I'm going out for lunch with my friend and we're going to a veggie cafe. So yeah, I think that's a correct assumption. So the next post, oh, it's very sweet. It says intelligent, helpful, caring and friendly. Well, I'd like to think that they were all true. I'd like to think that I'm friendly. I'm always trying to include people rather than exclude people. I definitely care about people's feelings, and I love to help on Instagram. Someone else has said cool and efficient. I like to think that I get quite a lot done. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily cool. I would love to be cooler, but yeah, thank you anyway for that assumption. The next one says you're well organised. I think in some aspects of my life I really am, but not all the time. I mean, obviously my house gets like a mess, but I do like a to-do list and I use the Google Calendar on my phone. This phone case, by the way, is from Peggy and Sam, a new one for spring, and also it's to encourage Henry to look at the camera when I'm taking pictures of him. I got two messages quite similar. One says that you're a super mum and one of my friends says Wonder Woman. Bless you all, that's very sweet. I would say that I have a lot of help with regards to my sister lives close by and my mum lives close by, so if I ever need to do a work event they can babysit. I am going down to London this Thursday by myself with Henry, so yeah, I think the key to getting stuff done is getting help, and we made the decision to get a cleaner, so we have a cleaner 2 hours every other week. We took a break from our cleaner when we were saving for our wedding, but she's invaluable because it might take me 2 hours just to, you know, tidy the house or do the washing. I just can't find the time to clean or deal with products when I've got a baby. So yeah, if you can afford a cleaner just a couple of hours every other week, then I definitely recommend it. Someone else says you must have a lot of money as you buy so many things. I think this is because of my addiction to Amazon. Most things that I buy from Amazon though are less than £5 or less than £10, and I do work a lot. I mean, before I was on maternity leave I did have a full-time job, and then I worked part-time, and then I worked freelance, so I was working pretty much 24/7. Obviously I'm not now, so my income is going down. My Amazon spend then needs to also come down as well. Someone said you're not afraid to share your parenting mistakes on social media. So yeah, I think that is true. I do share with you things that I've made a mistake. For example, I gave him too much Calpol. One time I misread the instructions. Luckily he didn't swallow it all. But yeah, I think I once shared something that I'd done wrong, and I got a load of replies saying, I've done that, and it made me feel so much better. So that's one of the reasons why I share my mistakes, because I think other people watching it might make them feel better to know that, you know, other people are making the same mistakes, basically. The next person says you have an amazingly organised fridge and pantry. I'd say, I mean, it's semi-organised. Sometimes I open the fridge and just like rearrange things. It could be better, it could be cleaner. I recently bought a pull-out pantry, which I really love, and I really wish that we had one on the other side of our fridge. Also, if you're ever redoing up your house, get an American style fridge, you know, like a double fridge. We just have a single one, and it's definitely not enough space, and I really miss the fact that I don't have ice cold water or ice cubes on tap. So most of my friends and my family have got those and we don't, and I really miss it. The next post said you were very studious and a good child growing up. Yeah, I'd say this was true. I was very conscious in school, and I worked really hard to get good grades. I didn't do things like smoke. I might have told white lies to my parents as to where we were going on a night. But I was always back at the time that I said I was going to be back at, and I never did anything too naughty. And the last person said easygoing. I'd say this depends. I mean, well, if you ask my husband, he would say that I'm quite high maintenance, and I'm not that free-spirited in that I do require a lot of planning if I'm going places, but having Henry I think has definitely made me more easygoing. So I carry less stuff around for me and more stuff around for him. So I really hope that you found this video useful. I've enjoyed filming it, and there's some, you know, really sweet assumptions, some right, some wrong. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon, guys. Bye!